What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today, actor Matthew Marsden continues to call out Hollywood and their BS. Matthew Marsden, who was in Black Hawk Down, who played Schoolboy in Rambo, and a ton of other projects, he continues to call out. I have a video on this channel where he just continues to call out actors. Some of my favorite tweets from him is when an actor tweets out something ridiculous and we're all like, what in the world are they doing or talking about? And he just quote tweets them and says, not everyone in Hollywood is like this. But now he's out putting his money where his mouth is, because he's like, I love making films. I love making art. It's the same reason why we support Gina Carano. Now, this man, for calling out Hollywood and stuff, gets bombarded by people over and over. They laugh at him, they mock him, they call him C+ actor, they call him all kinds of names. It's the same thing that they're doing to Gina. But again, he's putting his money where his mouth is, and he's going to continue to create films. That's why we must continue to support people like this that want to make the change that we all want to see in Hollywood. Right? I mean, right here, he says actors and filmmakers have mocked and insulted their audience so much that the general public, they don't care about these award ceremonies. It's exactly true. Does anybody here that's watching this video watch the Golden Globes or the Oscars or whatever they have? Because right here it talks about the Golden Globes were dropped by NBC. And it just was a very small ceremony, very private, somber affair. These things used to be huge. People used to sit around, and watch these award shows and just root for their favorite movie and actor and all that stuff. But we don't care anymore because of what is happening with Hollywood. I mean, look at the Santa Inc. craziness with Seth Rogen coming out and basically saying, if you didn't like, what he's putting out, you're probably a white supremacist. I mean, the crazy stuff that comes out of Hollywood sometimes. So Matthew says, listen, if you hate Hollywood, please support those of us that are trying to make entertainment you want to watch. And what is he talking about here? Well, he wrote in this tweet here, he talks about, I wrote, produced, directed, and starred in this movie. I put my money where my mouth is. Will you? Or is the whole we need an alternative to Hollywood just BS? And what are you talking about, Matthew? He's talking about this film here, I Am That Man, is now available on Amazon. He says it took a little time to get here, but for those of you that have been asking, I Am That Man is now on Amazon to rent or buy. Wrote, directed, produced, and all they want is a fair shot. And people will mock, people will criticize them, people will say, speaking out against certain things, you just threw your career away, you're a washed up actor. We've seen it. If you see it on Twitter and everywhere else, the man gets bombarded just like Gina Carano. And for me, this is what the Welcome to Rebellion is all about, is supporting independent creators that want to continue with their craft and art. So yeah, I went out and I purchased I Am That Man. I will watch this film and I will give an honest review. I will give an honest review because that's all they're asking. That's what anyone is asking. They're like, hey, look, you don't like the Hollywood BS? I did my very best with the money and everything that I had. Buy it, rent it, watch it, but be honest with your review and tell us what you like. Now, speaking of Gina Carano, this just dropped today from Inside the Magic. It appears that many people are starting to search for her movies on Amazon Prime. People just want to see Gina. They want to see her films. They want to see what it's all about. People are tired of the Hollywood BS. And right here it says the film Daughter of the Wolf, which I've seen twice, by the way, is skyrocketing up the Amazon Prime video charts. It is currently third on the streaming platform as the most watched list. And to me, that's pretty amazing. Go, Gina, go. That's pretty amazing. Now, this could be a video, a separate video for another time as I dig into more of the statistics of people searching Gina Carano on Amazon Prime. But I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. When people like Matthew Marsden and Gina Carano begin producing and writing and directing their own stuff, people will just say it sucks because they don't like the fact that they're speaking out. People will, when Gina's movie comes out, Terror on the Prairie, the critics that hate her, the critics that wanted her canceled, the critics that wanted her gone, the people that laughed at her for going to the Daily Wire to make films, they're going to hammer that film and try to make people feel like this is the most stupid, terrible, ridiculous film out there. Because when cancel culture comes, they just want these people removed. They just want them gone. They don't want anyone to talk about them. They just want people to laugh at them so they could feel like they've won, that they've won. But Matthew was right. If you really want alternative entertainment, if you still want to watch good films, then we have to support those that are trying to make the change. That's why we're going to support Young Rippa, the Rippaverse, when he comes out with his whole comics thing. This is why we support independent artists, especially if you've been a subscriber to this channel. On a lot of my live streams, I love to have people on that are artists, that are that are writing books and making products that we can support, so we're not putting our money in other areas. Now, if you want to check out this film, there's probably many ways you can watch it without purchase. But if you want to purchase it, I will put it in the pinned comment below, the Amazon link. Just click, and it's up to you to decide. But I want to thank you, Matthew Marsden and others, for calling out Hollywood like we all have been doing. And the only way it's going to change is if we begin to support these independent creators. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Maybe you've seen this film already. It's been out since 2019, and you can give your honest thoughts in the comments section. This is Jay. I'll catch you next time.